would record me making tortillas, breakfast tortillas. I already made my dough and I rolled it all out. Now I rolled it into little balls. Now I'm patting it out. Some people use rolling pins, but most of us as natives, we don't use rolling pins. This is how it's made. Flip, flip, back and forth. Stretch, stretch. Flip, stretch. Kind of like you're making a pizza. But just don't drop it to the floor. If that happens, I don't know if the 5-second rule applies.
Depends on the floor.
Yeah. And let your pan heat up. And then just dab a little oil on the pan. Kind of like you're making pancakes, you know, you dab a little of the oil. See, you pat out your bread. Take it and then put it into the pan. Some of them holes will pop up, but that's okay. Still tastes the same. Delicious. And of course we make it with our famous bluebird flour. You only get that around in this region, in this area. And a lot of natives, if they live like in New York City, when they come home to visit, they'll take, you know, like maybe a 50-pound bag or 2 25-pound bags back home with them to make bread.
Must have deep pockets.
Yes. Imagine the airline fee they have to pay. But yeah, the bread is cooking up. A little bit more heat on it. Just let it do its thing.
That's right, you can't rush food, right?
Check it every now and then. Spin it around a little to, like, different temperatures in the pan. I got sister coming over and I'm gonna make her some breakfast burritos. Our breakfast burritos consist of like fried potatoes. You can hash it or slice it up, pan fry with like bacon, corned beef, Spam, and make that into like a burrito. Like you would do your store-bought bread, your store-bought tortillas. Coming along good. So with this breakfast burrito, once you put it together with your potatoes, and like today I did potatoes with bacon, and then fry potato, or fry an egg on the side, and then roll that up in your burrito. See, it's starting to brown. The other thing is, we don't use fork, only if we're making fried bread because you got a whole pan full of hot oil. But tortillas, I don't know, you're just used to touching the heat. So you can just flip-flop around. It's not burning. You get to know when to pick in a certain way to where it won't burn you. Kind of smoking a little, but it's good. That's a good thing.
Sometimes you cook them on the grill outside, huh?
Yes. When cooking them on the grill outside, they're called sea cod.
Called what?
Sea cod.
Sea cod.
Not St. Cod.
Cape cod?
Not Cape Cod.
Oh. Sea cod. Is that like a sea
cod.
bass?
You just work it. Just like this. You just keep working it and working it and working it.
Stir the soup.
And then pat it around a bit. This one is done, but I'm just kind of letting it go a little so I can get this one in.
Wow.
Don't panic if you put holes in it. Just do a little patchwork.
Stitches?
Yep. Do a little here and there. And you get a little too hot, but that's okay. Turn it down a little. Here goes another one. Cover it with a towel, keep it warm. Two more to make. Okay, the dirty brown. Perfect.
Now, if you just had a little bit of oil in the pan, you could make fry bread, right?
Yes, you can use like shortening. Most people will use lard. It makes it fluffier and softer.
Oh, okay. Now, just today, healthy-wise, no lard. Is that why?
You can use vegetable oil, Crisco.
Oh, okay. Wow. When I make them, they come out square.
Crackers. Just keep making them.
Now, I just learned about a week ago that this long lost recipe was stolen from the Zuni people.
He made this friend in Zuni. Mind you, he's half Zuni. Maybe that's not even true.
He was a little loony that day.
Loony Zuni. But yeah, he says, you stole our frybread recipe. Tim is my friend now. It's like, okay. But you know, when you go into other tribes, it's also to know, like he says he's part Navajo. So, with him being part Navajo, it's okay to joke. It's kind of like, okay, that's my sister. And you know how like a brother will pick on their sister? It's kind of like that. So yeah, he was teasing me. He knew quite a lot of Navajo too. I was surprised.
Yes, he even knew how to say yes.
Just dab again with a little bit more oil. Here goes another one again. You just get to know how to make them round. A lot of practice. You get more practice if you have a lot more boys in your family, because boys, they'll love fresh bread like this in their meal, every meal. I knew a family where the mom had nothing but boys, and she made this every meal for them. Talk about spoiled, talk about rotten. But yeah, this is the last. You'll, put your flour in, your baking powder, and your salt. You can't really measure. I've gotten to where I just know the amounts and put it in and mix it kind of like little to warm to hot water right in between. It softens up the dough, then let it set. But yeah, the best flour is the bluebird flour. But there's the bread.
Awesome.
All done.
Alrighty, honey. Thank you so much for the lesson.
And you better start eating your chili.
I like chili willies.
I put that comment because that's another thing that we say to each other. If you bring someone into the home, into the family, the first thing they ask is, meaning, does that person eat chili? Because if you're a chili eater, that's kind of like, yes, come on in, because you're not a jealous person. But if you don't eat chili and you don't like chili, you're jealous.
Uh-oh. I like
So-
chili dogs. No?
So like with the breakfast burrito we had this morning, here's your chili.
Yep.
That's all.
Thank you, honey. Good morning, and have a wonderful day. I love you.